No, I shit in front of my grandma because I don't know if you guys have ever had an older brother, but real ones know this is a real situation. If you ever revealed as a brother of another brother that you needed to go to the toilet, I don't know about you guys, but if I ever mentioned I'm just going toilet to anyone, my brother would sprint in front of me, hit me in the stomach, and then lock the door and barricade it from the other side and not let me in the toilet, basically. This is what he would do. This was the game that he would fucking play, basically. If I even mentioned that I needed to go to a toilet, or if he caught wind of the idea of me going to the toilet and needing desperately to go to the toilet, he would rush ahead and stop me from getting in. So I one day had enough, and my nan was out there arguing, and I was like getting like in a tantrum, like I need a poo and he's not letting me. So I just had enough and I pooed on the floor. And I think it set a standard because he never stopped me ever again. He never stopped me getting into that toilet ever again, because now he knew the consequence was a big fresh poo on the ground that I wasn't going to be responsible for, because I hadn't made that happen. He had made it happen. And my nan didn't make him clean it up at first, but then it was established that he would need to clean it up if he was the reasoning for me doing it. So it just stopped happening after that. And my nan did watch it happen, but I was a kid in it. I was like 7 or 6. Jabli say the Pringles can is a delicacy in India. Yeah, I unlocked a new flavor for him. Mint flavor. It's just a Pringles can with my shit in it. Sorry. Thank you for the $1. No, we're not. No. What do you think of Steve Garcia versus Calvin Cater? I've got Calvin losing to Steve Garcia. I like Steve Garcia, man. I like his activity, his energy right now. I think he wins. You afraid of getting CTE training Muay Thai? No, I just said for a second that maybe I'd do Muay Thai if I was going to train rather than Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. No, I'm not thinking about the CTE of it or anything like that. No. I think there's a good level of CTE. There, I said it. There, I said it. Stop disrespecting my legacy. Thank you for the $2 Mexican. Because, chat, hear me out. People that have never done any combat sports training in their life are fucking retarded. Honestly, what do you think about that? I think that's a fair take. I think there's a certain level of CTE where it does make you smarter a little bit. Not smarter, but you know. You know how it goes. People who have never been punched or done any training, dude, they're the dumbest motherfuckers there are. Some absolute dumbass fucking people. AKA you. No, I've done training, dude. I trained my whole fucking childhood. I competed for national competitions in the UK, buddy. I fought Asian 15-year-olds when I was 10 years old in a national competition. I lost, but it happened. This is the truth. I have medals. God damn it. They're all bronze, but god damn it, I have them. Stop disrespecting my legacy. I'll try not to. Mexican dollar donating Ross Pearson. Appreciate you. Watch US fighters go 0-12 in the White House. That'd be fucking hilarious, honestly. You look very healthy. Thanks. Interesting take. An interesting take indeed. I could do with a new pencil now. I'll take it. What you know about eating worms with sticks? I never ate worms. I've never actually eaten bugs when I was a kid. I know some of you guys are retarded, but never seemed appetizing, bugs. I used to make black ants and red ants fight to the death in a bucket of water with like different terrain. Oh my god, me and my cousin, yeah, chap, used to make red ants and black ants fight to the death. Red ants always won, by the way. Always won. Fight to the death in a bucket in my auntie's garden. And we used to have little terrain in there, like a leaf or like a stick that would float in the bucket of water. And they would like fight to get onto it and to stay out of the water. And the red ants would typically always win. Even if they were outnumbered, they would win because they'd like yeah, they got stingers. Yeah. Yeah, they were way stronger every time. But yeah, once, I swear to fucking God, once the fight was over and the red ant had won, my cousin looked at me and I would do this. I swear on a million years, I would do this. It was always thumbs down. It was always thumbs down. He would look at me once the surviving red ant was left in the bucket and it had killed the other black ant. He would look at me and I would do this with my thumb and I'd thumbs it down to kill the red ant as well, basically. No survivors, dude. No mercy. And the red ant would also then be killed in the sun. Are you not entertained? Yeah, proper gladiator shit. It was. It was actually cool stuff. Thank you for the $2, Ronan. I appreciate you. Jones literally retired for 2 weeks, so Aspinall would sign another fight in the meantime. If not this, what's the most shameful MMA moment? This is Mr. Baggins. Shire! Baggins! But that would lead them here. To the Shire. Yeah, you fucking retard. Of course it will, Frodo. He said Shire and Baggins. What realistically happens if Craig Jones wants your big sweaty cheeks? I think he gets them, IMO. Well, we best be expecting a strongly written YouTube video about him. I'll teach him a lesson. While I'm scarred for life. I'd have to make a video or two about him. Guru secretly has a wife and kids. People forget, man. Yeah, thank you for the $2. What would you guys do if I had, like, irrefutable information that an MMA fighter had bummed another man? But I would never tell you why I knew. And it turns out I'd just be by an MMA fighter, basically. I'm telling you guys, I know it for certain. Pereira's bummed another dude. I'm telling you. I know this for certain. I don't know if that would be my Craig Jones expose, but that might be how I have to navigate the response to that moment. Just start exposing him with, like, not sure why, but I know it's true. You know what I mean? Is that the Paul Felder story? No. That's not the Paul Felder story. What an odd thing to say. Dude, he said, what would I do if Craig Jones bummed me? What the fuck? I need to have some kind of video counter. I can't beat him up. Guru, thank you for the $2, dude. Appreciate you. What do you think main events 320? I don't know. Name 3 things you're thankful for. My channel. The UFC. And Robinson's Fruit and Barley. Suppressing mental health issues is based. True. Thank you for the $2. Got to live through it. Oh yeah, my family as well. Like, they don't stress me out every day. Thank you for the 2. Yeah, my family as well. They're pretty cool. Sean Woodson, thank you. Move to the US so you can enjoy life and speak your mind. Please unfilter Guru would feed families. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate you. Jack Jenkins once elbowed me. Sad I was. Donate you must. Blah, blah, blah. God, the way Ilya was landing on Holloway, man. Blah. Holloway was doing really good against him. He was. Most fighters are doing really well against him. It's just the power difference, man. But you start, yes or no, chat? You actually do start to see Ilya doubt himself when someone starts putting mustard on him in a fight, don't you? Like against Bryce Mitchell for a moment at the end of the first round. And even some of the other opponents that he's fought. Even Volk after the first round as well. He kind of had to like wheel his way back into it with his little emoting and shit. And his pointing and his speaking. And it kind of gets him back into that mindset. But sometimes he's getting picked apart out there a bit. And he does start to like put a lot of emotion into his shots. But that is normal, of course, yeah. But still. It's not like he's this invincible robot. Against Oliveira, he seemed that way. But, you know, obviously he can be beaten. No to Herbert fight first round. Yeah, but then even after... Here's the thing, chat. Yes or no? People talk about the Jai Herbert fight as, oh, he got head kicked and that's it. And then he landed a big punch and he KO'd Jai Herbert. Yes or no, chat? Ilya was... Like, after he got head kicked, he started really struggling to actually find Herbert. I know he's a different level now, but, like, there is openings there. There is weakness, you know. It's just that he ends it all with that big fucking punch. And he's a wickedly good fighter as well, but it wasn't just the head kick that Herbert landed on him, dude. It wasn't just the head kick. It was once he got hit, and then all of a sudden it started going really bad for him. He failed a takedown, you know, got stuffed really easily on the takedown attempt, and then Herbert started stinging him with shots after that for the rest of the round, but But it was a good comeback from him, you know. I just think sometimes you see it on his face when it's not going perfect sometimes. I wonder if Volk and Holloway were on the brink of, if they would have made it to another round, that starts getting a bit more obvious, you know. But yeah, all good. Gary's last fight, do you think you've already read it? Do you think they're giving Taylor the shot after Van? No, Taylor's got to be on a win streak. On overlooking Arman, bad matchup for Topuria. Kicks, size difference, Ilya fatigued versus Zalal. He took Zalal on like 2 weeks notice from the regional scene. He stepped up into the UFC to fight Yusuf Zalal. Stop the fatigued against Zalal bullshit, dude. I'm a fan of critiquing Ilya's game. And don't get me wrong, Arman can be a problem for him, but not because of the Zalal fight, man. 2 weeks notice in his debut into the UFC in the first place. Apparently he had COVID too, but I don't know about that. But yeah, and he like squeezed crazy like levels of submissions on Zalal. I think he got him in about 5 dash chokes in that fight, or guillotines. Gassed out his arms. Short notice. Like, I don't hold that against him at all. Yeah, he went 5 with Emmett and looked fine. But Emmett didn't do much back to him, so. Yeah. But can't you see it, chat? Can't you see Ilya unraveling after being cracked with something really... Ilya has a style that's going to work against him eventually if he keeps fighting. Like, he has a style where it's like, oh, I'm the fucking man. I'm literally the best there is. So I worry now that we all know that if he will bounce back the same. Or if someone starts proper peppering him with a jab in a fight. I want to see him actually fight a good fighter, you know. I'm joking. He's fought great fighters, I know. But you know what I'm saying. Someone who can like really compose themselves in a fight against him. It feels like everyone else goes a little crazy. Maybe an Arman. But Arman's boxing shit, man. Arman's boxing's fucking weak. He will lose to a jab? I don't think so. I think if Ilya loses, I can see it being like a knee or a head kick partially blocked. It's going to be something like that. And he'll wobble for a second and then try and shoot in and fail it and get stood up, and then they'll maybe walk him down from there or some shit. JDM will damage Islam really badly. I can see a KO. Same here. I can as well. Healthy fighters shouldn't be fighting. I need to check this again, because if this is the only reason my phone goes off, I need to have a conversation with some people. Hang on a second right now. Thank you for the 100 Czech krona. I appreciate that, Dominic. Thank you for the 100 Czech krona, dude. I appreciate that. Hot take, Topuria's last 3 wins are overrated. All 3 of them could be washed. The best of them is Volk, and he's 36 years old, featherweight. We'll see in their next fights, I guess. True. Thank you for the 100 Czech krona. He's 36 years old, featherweight. We will see in their next fights, I guess. All 3 of them could be washed. You said we will see in their next fights, I guess. The best of them is Volk, and he's 36 years old, featherweight. We'll see in the next fights. In the fight, dude, Holloway is magically washed once Ilya knocks him down, because he just got done schooling Gaethje and finishing him. So that's interesting. I agree the conditions of the Volk fight were a bad thing, but he's not washed. He didn't fight a washed Volk. He might have fought a badly prepared Volk, a Volk that shouldn't have been in there with him at that time. But to say he's washed after he just shut down Diego Lopez nearly a year later afterwards is kind of insane. Thank you for the 100 Czech krona. So we'll see, but I don't know, man. I do agree with Oliveira, though. I think Oliveira's, you know, I think he's been shit. I said that after the Chandler fight. That's why I picked Ilya so confidently in the first. Savannah guy just got a 30-pounder catfish. Love you, Roo. There you go. Savannah guy. Savannah, Georgia. Savannah, one of those states. Impression of Trump being married to Shevchenko. Trump being married to Shevchenko. What a bitch. What a fucking dominatrix whore she is. I walked in, I said, wow, what a Shevchenko. I can't even do the Trump impression anymore. What a place this is. I walked in, I said, wow, what a place. What an amazing place this is. Valentina Shevchenko, she offered to peg me. I said no. I said, don't peg me, Shevchenko. Peg your coach. She said, this is not going to happen or something in Russian gobbledygook. I don't know. I said, this is going to happen. I said, this is the best pegging I've ever received. And that's true. I said, send $1 billion to Israel. I'm scared for Paddy's aura if he loses to Ilya. The Scousers don't get knocked out, whereas your head at edits with him getting KO'd would be career ending. I know! Where's your head at? And he's in a guillotine. Gets cranked into a guillotine by the Pimlage Meister, dude. By good old Patrick Pimlage, dude. I'm telling you. Patrick of Pimleton catches him in that guillotine to a Where's Your Head At remix. Where's your head at? Cranks it on him. Impression of Rogan watching the new InLinks advert. This is good, folks. This is real good stuff, folks. Get out of there. You do not want to have your nose in that position. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. You're on point with Trump. Thanks, Chrissy. Prodigy goated. Thanks, brother. Impression of Curtis Blades glazing Chicago. It's a great place. I'm not mocking Blades. Fuck it, dude. It's a great place. My name's Curtis Blades, and by golly, what an amazing place this is, pal. By God, what an amazing place you got here. Chicago, Illinois. Would you believe it? What an amazing place. Can't wait to head downtown. I'm dead. I've been shot. I was shot for looking at someone out of my fucking vehicle. How great. I feel the culture. I feel the culture dribbling down my chest. It's blood. It's blood leaving my chest. Paddy wins. Ilya's never fought a sorcerer before. True. He hasn't. Very true. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. Again, I didn't even think about that. Looking bad as hell with that beard. I low-key want to...
Karma put one of the scariest humans alive in front of him. You don't know this? Joe Schilling is a friend of mine. He's a world champion kickboxer. Elite strike.
Savage, dude. Like, there's a
Joe
lineup.
Schilling is at a bar, and he's trying to walk past this guy to get to the bathroom. The guy backs up as Joe's walking. He doesn't see him, and Joe bumps into him and puts his hands on him. This is it right here. So that's Joe in the black shirt. Joe's like, excuse me, and he passes by, and the guy says something to him. He turns around. And the guy flips.
Just hits him with that 3-piece and a soda.
And then he walks away like it ain't shit.
I think Paddy can make it a tricky fight. Paddy will have some success against him, I bet you anything. You're ruining my summer holiday by not going live. I'll go live more. Punching cones to this on crit, my pigger. Thank you for the $3 Australian, dude. Fighter Tales. Drunk Ray Cepho once KO'd someone in a club. Sat on a bar stool in the middle, daring anyone to move him. Bouncers begged him to leave. Okay. Well, there you go. Ray Cepho. There you go, guys. Have you guys seen a video of Joe Schilling knocking out that guy at the bar? Have you guys ever seen that video? Dude, Joe Schilling, I'm actually going to say this right now. He's a fucking bitch. Like, Joe Schilling's a small dick bitch, man. I don't know if you guys... It wasn't deserved. It was not deserved, dude. It was not deserved. At all was not deserved. I remember seeing a video of Joe Rogan, like, glazing him for it in a video about it. Absolutely undeserved. He's a fucking small dick little bitch. Never succeeded in anything proper in his own career because he got bitched by people who actually could fight. So he's taken it out and getting dubs at 40 years old in a fucking club. Absolutely baited him in to do that, and he wanted that to happen, and he made sure it happened. As a pro fighter, you're a fucking small dick bitch made fucking F-A-G-G. I'll spell out the word because I can't say it in the UK, but he is. Absolute fucking loser, dude. Guy was drunk and it wasn't that big of a deal. I know. He literally barged past the guy. And then when the guy had said, why did you barge past me? What the fuck? He went, oh, what the fuck? Bang, and knocked the guy out, basically, in the video. But yeah, I hated that because Rogan watches it and goes, that's the thing, folks. Don't run your mouth in a club. You don't know what killers are out there. And that's how Rogan broke it down. I was thinking, dude, this is some fucking bitch shit, man. It wasn't super necessary at all, dude. I hated that video. I don't know if anyone else saw that, but I just saw it recommended to me here. Hated that video, man. Such a fucking pussy move from him. I don't know all the circumstances in the Zalal fight, but he was slowing down against Bryce. Thank you. Thank you for all you do. I appreciate you. Thank you, LG, for the $2. Dude, you better calm down. He might get you too. Well, I'm not going to be drunk just talking to my friend at a bar anytime soon because I don't have a life. So he won't be attacking me at a club. He's a fucking bitch anyway. The biggest nerds defending Schilling KOing that random claimed he was fearful for his life. I know. Pro fighter instigating versus someone he has 50 pounds on. Dude, he's like a foot taller than the guy. Has 50 pounds of muscle on him. Pro fighter barged past him very rudely. Then the guy had a problem with it, and then he just punched, like, basically knocked the guy out with a sucker punch. Even though the guy was looking at him, it was a sucker punch, dude. Some weak shit. Some weak pussy ass shit, because you can't achieve shit in fighting. No belts, no nothing to speak for. Just can't achieve shit in the fucking fighting world. Beat up some fat random old men in kickboxing, think you're some killer. Pisses me off, man. Sorry. Anyway, that Joe Schilling thing. I've always thought that about a Joe Schilling video, but I just never said it. I love watching your content. Do you watch KOTS? King of the Streets? I've seen a few things from them. I don't watch them actively, though, but I've seen a few things. Thank you, Julie, for the $5 Canadian. I appreciate the $4 Canadian, Julie, with a kiss. Thanks.